with this drive out on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm. But sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Yards the tally on the return there. And it'll be Titan football. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and it's 2nd down.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Johnson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking deep downfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one. And while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll look to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. He's going to let it go again. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's got his man. It's Pierce.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Wisely will throw that one away. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will tie us at 3-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, there wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you use your body to create some space.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They'll look to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Henry is in. Touchdown, Tennessee. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time, they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Brian Johnson now for the extra point.
And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They're going to look to throw. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu.
The 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 15.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And that'll be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Dancing to his left.
And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his 3rd of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And now look at him go.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
Yeah, in the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
A first down carry for Henry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Now this airmail to the sideline. It's incomplete. And there don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's third down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Jonathan Grenard in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
It's Roger McCreary with a pick.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
That'll be caught downfield by Bird. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year.
And the Texans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one is incomplete. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Gets it out wide quickly. Burks with it. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 44. 48 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working.
Oh, no, he lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Able to hit his target, Claypool. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away.
And Johnson's kick is good.
And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flushed out right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Check, check. Lucky.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Charlie Warner,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Titans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Looking to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Pope.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Titans, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Houston, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.